Hey guys, gesture drawing is a quick capture or a quick rendering of an object or an artwork, and it's meant to, at least in this case, to get a feeling of these objects. Now, what do I mean by feeling? A feeling of is trying to capture the essence of that object or objects, and in this case we're going to do still life imagery that I found online. And for your project you're going to hopefully grab 3 or 6 objects, and we're going to make 2 gesture drawings and then color those in after we render them with pen. Now you can choose to render them with pencil first just to get a feeling for it, and just always maintain this loose sensibility when you draw. And I want you to try and incorporate everything that you've learned thus far, right? Dynamic line, cross contour line, contour lines, maybe even throw in some pattern. If you have objects that do have pattern, you're going to see me do my samples in pencil, and you're going to see me go through these pretty quickly. I mean, it's supposed to be really quickly done, and it's great because it gives you a lot of practice really quickly, and you'll be able to think on your feet. So in this case, we have the spoon, and I want to capture that spoon, that bowl of that spoon first, and then the handle. Look at how loose my pencil is, and how it's not exactly like what is there. It's just capturing the feeling. My pencil doesn't even seem to be letting off or bringing up from the piece of paper. It's just kind of staying there on, and that's what this is supposed to be. If we relate it to anything that we've done so far, it's been scribbling. So that one's finished. Let's move on to this picture and these grapes. Now I'm going to try to capture this picture first, and I think I started there at the lip or the mouth of that picture was because it seemed to me like the most complicated thing to get first of all, and so I wanted to knock that out quickly and then move on to these grapes and eventually the pear. And really I'm just trying to locate things as I draw. You can see me pause my pencil, and I'm just trying to look back at the picture and then trying to guide my hand and trying to locate things. And that's what this is all about. While I'm drawing this, I'm staying loose. There I get a bit more confident with my line on the right side, and I think I didn't do it, but I would have liked to put in that ground plane first. And this is what I'm going to do on this one, is get that ground plane established and move on to these rectilinear forms here, and maybe even include some of those oranges, those slices of orange, and then finally grab that pitcher or that bottle. Let's see how the rest go. Now I threw these in just for fun, which might come back later in a later project, which we will eventually do some more with our own shoes. These aren't my shoes, but again, it gives us good practice. I just want you to keep in mind to always stay loose. We're not after precision here. This isn't like our architectural drawing where we measured and we used a ruler. This is very much like loosening up with scribbling and a continuous type of line. In fact, that there's a type of drawing that's called continuous line drawing, where you don't let the pencil or pen up off the paper, and just to be able to capture the feeling of something. Again, nothing's accurate. You're just capturing the essence of something. This one's a little bit more tough. I'll tell you what's tough is that shell. That shell is playing games with my mind, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, there's this open part, which I think I have down. You can actually see how my mind is working. I'm slowing down in certain areas that I'm unsure about. And it's okay to slow down, but I'm continuously stopping and thinking about how these objects relate to each other in space, and even getting that little shell in there and trying to match their proportion with each other. And eventually these will be in pen, and we'll color these as we move through some more samples. I threw this one in just for fun. I'm hoping that some of your objects you grab for your project will be a toy or two that you may have collected or still have with you. If you have a collection of toys, I want to caution you on, don't get anything like too complicated or too detailed. And even if you do have something that's really detailed, just capture the basic shapes of that toy. Just rehash after we've done our gesture drawing. I've kind of thought about some things and how we actually do that, or how I actually went through that. And it's really good to keep your pen or pencil always on the paper and really utilize that light and heavy pressure that we've been talking about, for the entire year so far, is to get you to control how much pressure you're putting on the paper. And I think that since we're using pen, this is a good kind of culmination of everything that you've learned to capture this gesture drawing, which in the end, could serve as construction lines to a final piece later down the line with another project. And again, to always keep in mind to keep your lines light. Okay, guys, do some more of these and do some together and have fun and stay loose. Take care, guys.
You never know what's around the next corner.